All right, let's dive into week 19 of your pregnancy. You are so close to the halfway mark, which is a massive milestone. This week is just packed with these hidden wonders, from tiny hiccups to the very first signs of a unique identity. So what's really going on in there? Let's pull back the curtain and find out.
Just imagine, right now your baby is floating in their own little personal aquatic world. It's warm, it's protective, and they're so buoyant they can just move around freely, kind of like a tiny acrobat. It's the perfect environment, with all the space they need to stretch, to turn, and get ready for the big, wide world. Okay, so let's zoom in and talk about your baby's hidden world, because while you're just, going about your day, there is an entire universe of development happening inside.
Get this, your baby might actually be hiccuping right now. How cute is that? You probably won't feel these little spasms just yet, but that's what they are, these short, powerful contractions of their diaphragm, just like ours. It's a totally normal and, let's be real, an incredibly adorable part of their development.
But what about their other senses? Can they actually hear what's going on out here? What happens if you, drop a pan in the kitchen or a car horn goes off outside? Oh yeah, absolutely. Research is super clear on this. Babies in the womb can totally hear, and they'll react to loud sounds with a little jump. It's called a startle reflex. So the next time you feel a sudden little jolt after a loud noise, now you know what's up. That's your baby having their first reactions to the world outside. And, okay, this is one of the most mind-blowing details of this week. Their tiny little fingers and toes, they're now fully formed. But wait, it gets even cooler. The unique individual ridges that will become their fingerprints and toe prints, they're developing as we speak. I mean, they are already literally one of a kind. And the progress just doesn't stop. Their ears and eyes have moved into their final positions. Their skin is starting to produce pigment. Even the umbilical cord is getting this protective coil to keep it from kinking. All this is happening while your baby is basically having a private gymnastics session. We're talking somersaults, stretches, the whole shebang. Okay, so we've talked a lot about baby. Let's shift gears and talk about you. With all of this incredible stuff happening on the inside, let's get into what you might be experiencing in your own body and mind. It makes total sense, right? The further along you get, the more attached and, protective you start to feel. This tiny person is just becoming more and more real every single day. And while that connection is an absolutely beautiful thing, it can sometimes bring up some new questions or even anxieties. So let's just tackle a couple of common worries head on. A big way is, will my busy job get in the way of bonding? Please, don't let that worry you. You can build such a powerful connection just by talking to your baby and paying attention to their movements. And another one, computer use. Are they a risk? Well, you can breathe easy. Numerous studies have found them to be perfectly safe for unborn babies. Now, coming up on the calendar is a really big one, the anatomy scan. This is that super detailed ultrasound where they check on everything, your baby's major organs, their body systems. For most parents, it's just this incredibly reassuring and honestly super exciting peek at how well everything's progressing. So, are you eagerly waiting for that first kick or flutter? I get it. Just try to be patient, especially if this is your first pregnancy. It often takes a little bit longer. Now, if you want to try and encourage a little movement, try relaxing and lying on your side. Sometimes, when you're still, is when they decide it's party time. A little loud music or even a sweet, ice-cold drink might coax out a wiggle too.
Okay, let's switch gears and talk about taking care of you. Here's your toolkit for week 19, packed with some actionable tips to help you feel your absolute best.
First up, nutrition. And let's be clear about something, not all fat is bad. In fact, your body and your baby need healthy, unsaturated fats. That's the good stuff you find in things like olive oil, nuts, and avocados. The ones you want to limit are the saturated and trans fats. A super simple swap? Make your own salad dressing with olive oil. It's way better than most of what you can buy in a bottle.
And hey, speaking of salads, here's a powerful reason to eat your greens. There's some really interesting research suggesting that getting plenty of vitamin E during pregnancy could actually help reduce your baby's risk of developing allergies later on. You can find it in leafy greens, nuts, avocados, and eggs. Looking for a great way to exercise? Water aerobics is fantastic. The water supports your belly and provides gentle resistance, so it just feels good. You can try simple things like running in place, doing a bicycle motion while you lean back on some floats, or even just submerging your shoulders and doing arm lifts. It's a really great full-body workout that's safe and effective.
Here's another wellness tool you might not have thought about: acupuncture. Seriously, it's been used to successfully treat a huge range of pregnancy-related issues, from nausea and backaches to stress and heartburn. Just make sure you find a registered practitioner who has experience treating pregnant women.
So, there you have it. That's a little snapshot of week 19. It's a week of incredible, unseen growth and a really deepening connection. So now, let's just take a step back and look at what this all means for the journey ahead. I mean, really think about it. Every single hiccup, every startle to a loud noise, every little flutter that you might feel soon, it's all part of a conversation. It's a connection between your world and theirs that is just getting stronger and more profound every single day. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. As you feel this bond strengthening, and as you learn more about this tiny person you've yet to meet, what are you most excited to discover next on this amazing journey?